We're live! I'm only a minute late, you suckers. How do you feel about that? We've already got some fellas in here tonight. We got Turner, Canadian Sayer, Canadian Diesel, our Canadian brothers from the north, minty fellas. It's Cowtown. What's up, brother? Hi-Fi Insider, Idle Time. Good evening, everyone. Heidi ho, everyone. Baja. Avasio, Sergio, what's up, my man? We got Quick Ranch. Oh, we got everybody coming in hot. We'll get everybody fired up in here. Send out a few. We'll send out a few links. See how that works out. We got Fox Fix It Garage. How you doing, Tony Couture, Mark Olson, Sizzleneck? It's a party. Bill Beckett. Look at all them wrenches. Look at all them members. Thank you, fellas. All the members. Thank you. I know it's been a while since we done a stream. 30 people in here. We got them. I sent out a couple links to you fellers. If you check your phones, if you're not on your phones, let me know. I will send it to your email. The puppy's good. She's laying right next to me right now, just being a bum. She was naughty today. She ran away from me twice. Well, she didn't run away. She trotted off. I wasn't paying attention. We both kind of did our thing. So it is what it is. However you want to look at it. Nonetheless, she's doing good. We're good. We got Peter Savinsky. We've got Bill Beckett. We've got ITC Car Guy 316. I bought an M12 cutoff tool. Now you got me doubting. I'm the DWAT W. I'm already in the DWAT 20 volt line. What up, guys? What up, George Bonnie? Hit that like. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate you. We got a new member. Turner is a new member on the channel. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. How dare me? Nah, man, it's all good. I don't expect anybody to be. I appreciate everybody that is a member. All the members that are in here. We got Quick Wrench. We got Baja. I ran to the gas station. Send to email. Okay, gotcha. Let me get link out. Quick Wrench. Quicka Wrench. Link. I run to gas station. Yes, sir. Turner. Let's see here. I send link to Turner. I do link to Turner. Let me to you my God show. How do I do this? I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm completely confused. All right. Let's see here. All right, we got Baja Automotive, another channel member. My wife and I have been talking. We might go full YouTube, leave the dealership, open a shop, and make car videos full time. Hey, man, if you can make it work, I mean, less pressure, less having to deal with the crap. I mean, honestly, the best thing going on for people right now is YouTube and being able to work for yourself. So I encourage any mechanic that's, especially on your level, why not? Just getting a lift and a shop or some place to work on. That's the big thing, though. If you got enough space and area, I fully support that. Bill Beckett, what's up? Which dog chew toy lasts longer, Icon or Snap-on? Actually, none of them with Sunny. She chews up everything. She just destroys everything. I think she could chew. She's already went through a deer antler. One big 8-inch deer antler that was about 2.25 inches round. She smoked it. So if that tells you anything about how she chews, yeah, she's brutal. Brutal. What's up, M. Lizer? How you doing, buddy? Mark Olson, what's up? Hey, Chad. After 6 days of driving through 11 states and 2,600 miles later, my wife and I moved to Southwest Idaho to Northeast Florida. Oh, that's awesome, man. Congratulations. Noob streamer. Yeah, that's me. I'm a noob streamer for sure. Baja Automotive, if you can get that set up on your own shop, would be great. Hell yeah. Sounds complicated. Most other dudes pin it in the chat, CP. Oh yeah. I would, but I don't. I know that we'd end up getting trolls and stuff like that. My email is cpthetool.addict@gmail.com. If you want to email me and you want to come on, I will certainly send you a link with verification of who you are. If you can flat rate in your own shop, you would. Well, think about it this way. If you're making, let's put it to you this way, low overhead. Okay. If you can turn half the hours and make the same money as in the shop, are you doing it wrong? No. You're saving it. You can do better work, less stress, and get jobs done more. Paying everything for cash. That's the big thing. Getting parts. There's a lot of complications. I will say. First of all, doing work out of your own shop is definitely sketchy, especially the area you're working in. If you're in your home in a residential area, that can be a problem. Big problem. What's up, Turner? How you doing?
Oh, not bad. I just finished started stream just in time when I finished changing out of my wet clothes.
Why were you
I
wet?
went swimming today, it looked like.
What's up, Everyday Fleet Tech? How you doing, buddy? Long time no see. Ben Farms, what's up, brother? Good evening, everyone. You think Cornwell Tools is better than Mac? I don't think any tool company, whether it's Snap-on or anybody, really can call themselves the best anymore. I guess it depends on the stuff that you want to get. I do believe that Snap-on still has a better hard line than anybody. Mac has some stuff that's better. I have a definite soft spot in my heart for Cornwell. I just love the company overall. The Cornwell dealers, some of the Cornwell dealers don't like Cornwell, and I've heard bad things about Cornwell because, well, they're kind of very old school. So, it is what it is.
Unfortunately, there is no such thing as one perfect company where every tool's perfect.
Well, with the way the industry is now, I mean that's the big thing. You know what I mean? Like the industry has changed, the competition's gotten better, and the internet. Like the internet's opened up doors. The sad part about it is companies like Right Tools have the opportunity of a lifetime to expand, and they're sitting on eggs, waiting for them to hatch, I guess. Which is sad because there's a company that has an opportunity to really shine their products out there, and they just, I don't know, they're even worse than Cornwell as far as being stubborn. So I'm about to buy a Greenbox 68-inch Epic with a top hutch and a color I want. That is freaking awesome. Hey, if that's what you want and that's your dream, then good for you, buddy. I would love to have a nice Epic setup. I definitely have looked at them. I still have my Dreambox setup. Could be an Epic, or it could be a Mac, or it could be a Cornwell. Those are pretty much my three. Mac goes like the fourth. But I don't know what I would get if I had the money right now. It'd be kind of a toss up. If I had, let's just put it to you this way: if I had 30-ish grand rolling around in my pocket that I was looking to buy a toolbox, it'd be hard for me to say I'm going to buy a toolbox and not invest money into other things. right now. Do I need a toolbox? I got nice enough toolboxes to get by, but I would love to have a new toolbox. But you got to have the cash and the means, and you got to have your priorities in straight, right? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, the fanciest toolbox I've ever owned was a brand new Beach, so I can't talk about toolboxes very much.
yeah, I mean, I worked my ass off to get these toolboxes and get them paid for, and they're paid for cash, and I never ever had to take I never had to take out a credit loan or anything on them. Only tools I ever took a loan out was the tools I first bought when I first started buying. I have bought tools on the tool truck, but paid for them, and I have but I had to take a loan out when I first bought my tools, and I bought a 42-inch Waterloo box that was blue. I wish I still had it because I kept it in super nice shape, and I sold it for $700. And then I bought that stainless steel looking box, and I kept my Craftsman was my first original box, but I spent $2,000 and got a loan for it, and I paid it off in less than 4 months after spending two grand and buy it cash. Yeah, cash, my man. Find a used Epic for half the price for sure. Yeah, I definitely would look for deals on there. And that'd be another thing too. There's a lot of good deals for toolboxes out there right now. A lot of dealers wanting to get out of the business. Do you got the Cornwell mid-duty picks? No, I do not. I do not junkyard tools, unfortunately. Now I want to treat myself and I want even change the drawer configuration. Oh yeah, for sure. Like I said, you got to do what makes you happy. It's your money, you spend it. As long as you're doing what you need to do, that's all that matters. Hello, Turner. Bill Beckett says.
Hey, Bill.
What's up? Not me. Bill Beckett. We got M. Lizer talking. Talk to Matco rep, trade school, Sunex, and ADV socket, impact sockets come out of the same factory. Word is Sunex is going to China. Do you think Matco ADV will follow? Only time will tell. The Matco people aren't going to tell us, just like Sunex ain't telling us. Yeah, I mean, if there's any indication to how most tool companies work nowadays, what's going on, Sunex is an example of pretty much every company out there. There's always been a tight-lipped thing with tool companies. They don't care what we think, and they don't care about our opinions, typically. So, you know, you think Milwaukee cares about what you think, Turner?
Nope. I know they don't give a damn what I think.
Right. But I mean, you think anybody cares? You know, you think Princess Auto or, you know, Harbor Freight cares, or, you know, I mean, like, nobody cares about. As long as they're making money, that's all they care. God, it's really light out there. Yeah, it's nice and bright out there.
Jesus. I was out underneath a car doing a quick transmission service when it started coming down. It was nasty.
Yep. That's why I just rent for YouTube and family, but don't rent for money. I'm sure the township. Yes, exactly. You got to find out the regulations. That's the biggest thing. And keep in mind, you know, the trolls find out you're working out of your house. They'll call your city and try to get you in trouble and all sorts of stuff, because the trolls have already tried to do that with me. Good thing I'm good friends with the people of the city, so they just call me and notify me right away. Oh yeah, we got people calling, and you know, not only that, your number comes up. It's pretty sad, really.
Yeah, that's why I always make sure my license is up to date.
Right. Oh, you guys have a license up there?
Yeah. You have to have a business license to perform business, and to get a business license in the trades, you got to have a red seal or be a red seal. Like have a red seal working for your company or be a red seal. You can't just willy-nilly go out and do something, because if you end up getting sued, you're automatically liable 100%.
Right.
And you can get fined big time.
Right.
No, even though that I'm retired, I keep my license active because I still mess around and tinker around. So,
Oh yeah. We got a special guest coming on tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hopefully. I just sent him an email.
Ooh.
Quick Quench is gonna sell his daughter's car so he can buy himself an epic snap on. You dirty son.
He might get more money if he sells his daughters, but that's a whole different story.
Yeah, Andrew, that's actually a problem. In fact, a couple of shops around here bought tools. One guy bought a Snap-on toolbox from the dealer that was repoed, filled the tool, spent $13,000 on it. I mean, this was a smoking deal. Probably close to $40,000 worth of tools in this toolbox, everything he needed. And there's 3 guys working out of it in one shop.
Yeah.
And they're fighting over sockets and telling him he needs to buy stuff. And he's got so bad that he's even he said, you know what? If you guys don't start buying tools, you're going to start paying me to rent the tools.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I just don't understand it. Which it's kind of a good discussion. I'll be honest with you.
Well, you borrow the tool more than twice, then you know you have to buy it.
Well, here's the other thing is, there's companies out there. There's a couple of shops I know that give their techs or their techs tool allowances, right? Very rare, but it used to be a thing.
Yeah.
With some of these shops, I think they're making plenty of money. This is a really, if you knew what some shops made, you would shit. I mean, I know a shop here that turned $2.1 million last year, and their out of pocket expenses was about $900,000 with payroll and everything. The guy walked away with over $1 million in his pocket. Now, I don't want to sound communist here, but economics, taking care of your people is what, like if I could see an opportunity to turn by giving my techs tools and making them happier and doing better work, more work, by helping them out. I mean, I feel like there's a profit increase that could be done by helping your techs buy tools. So, I mean, the young techs, it's expensive. I mean, what do you do? I mean, $2,000.
Well, that's the thing. There's also a lot of shops out there that there are tools that should be the shop's responsibility to buy,
right?
But they're trying to force their techs to buy them too, which makes no sense. Like ball joint presses, you should a tech shouldn't actually have to buy that. A shop should have at least two of those in the shop on the tool shelf. All your specialty tools and stuff like that, even like in the good old days, like when my dad was running his company, the air hammer was supplied by him. The air tools were supplied by him. He had a wall of air tools. All the guys really had to show up to was with their hand tools and a couple little itemized tools and that, but everything else was supplied by the shop. But there's a lot of stuff that you don't need, like techs shouldn't have to buy because they're not going to be able to use it when they retire. They're not going to take it home with them.
Did you catch everything that was just going on here, Dave?
No.
Okay. We were discussing, so we'll go back to this comment right here because this is a good topic here. Anyone else having problems with young techs refusing to buy tools? Just borrow all the time. It's easier and cheaper to buy tools today compared to 20 years ago. I don't know that it's easier and cheaper. I guess I didn't read that part before. It's easier and cheaper to buy tools compared to 20 years ago. I don't know if it's cheaper and easier to buy tools, but 20 years ago, so I bought my tools in 1999 or 2000. I can't remember, after I got out of tech school, and I paid $2,000. For $2,000, I got metric and standard sockets, deep and chrome. I don't recall getting any impact sockets, screwdrivers, ratchets, wrenches, full set of wrenches, all the way up to 1.25 inches, and all the way up to my metric went clear up to 22 millimeter, I think. Hacksaw stuff, basic stuff like that, scrapers, blah blah blah. I'm trying to think what all the crap I got with that. Files, pretty much all. I bought all SK stuff, and plus a toolbox, 42-inch toolbox, and then I slowly bought some tools off the tool truck to add in, like an air impact, some odds and ends tools, and then I ended up buying impact sockets, which I bought Sunex impact sockets. God, I can't think of what all I bought, but if a guy can't provide a basic set of tools, for the shop for himself to come in, right? Like, I mean, a tool cart, you go to Harbor Freight, buy a US General for what? What are they going for now? I have no idea. $2.99?
What? A cart from Harbor Freight?
Yeah.
Like the 5-drawer one?
Yeah.
I think they're like $2.49.
Okay. So you can buy a toolbox cheap enough. You can buy a 5-drawer cart and get it a new tech and get started. And then like I highly don't recommend buying Pittsburgh stuff. I would go to Tecton, probably Tecton or maybe some Capri stuff. You can probably buy a pretty generous portion of things from Tecton. All your screwdrivers, pliers. Oh, that's what I bought. I got pliers from
But you
FK.
mentioned that in one of our lower end approaching a mid-level tech.
Mm-hmm.
That's currently what he's working out of.
Uh-huh.
Is that 5-drawer roll cart?
Yep. Making money
He's,
and buying more tools as
yeah,
he goes.
he's got the whole top open section. That's where he's got all sockets and all that.
Yeah.
He's got his pliers in the drawers. He's got
Yeah.
he's basically it's amazing what he gets done out of that little box.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
he borrows stuff from me from time to time, but not a whole lot.
well, when I made that US General 5-drawer cart, I was rolling that between a couple of shops, you know, because I was trying to be mobile with it, and it just didn't work out for me because I was moving around. But I mean, I honestly can get I had a lot of stuff in there, and then even a tool cart, like if you went to the 7-drawer tool cart, which is what that thing's like $700, you know, which would be probably my personal preference if I was going to buy a tool cart, was spend a little more money and get a little more room, so you got a little bit more to grow into it without breaking the bank. Which I feel like I paid $1,200 for my Waterloo 42-inch toolbox 20 years ago. So you're definitely not getting the same box for the money nowadays. You're not able to get the same amount of space as what you did. But I mean, so $700 in a tool cart. The problem is there's not that many new techs coming into the business, right? I mean, at the end of the day, there's just not that many new techs coming in. I regret not buying the Matco roll cart called the muscle cart because they're super hard to find. Oh yeah, for sure. Andrew Leach, lots of people learn the golden rule, borrow 3 times, buy it. Yep. What's up, Lone Star Auto? My Haitian neighbor just ate a cat and got off the Snap-on truck. What the hell? Jim Grady. Exactly, CP. Matco will leave us in the dark. Yep. Hey, CP, hope you had a great week. JC Auto, I sure did. You live in the hood. Apex shifted to China. Yep. Cornwall light duty picks suck. They're cheap, bro. I hate to have said that. Yeah. CP spitting facts, preach it. Yeah. Well, I'm not saying I'm just trying to give responsible information. Milwaukee cares about money, period. Life goals. Yep. I love Milwaukee fans. The Ryobi is the same thing because it's the same company. I like the color red. I'll go sit in the corner now. You're fine. Nobody's mad at me. As a special, no, definitely not. No tool bear tonight. Some Cornwell brand pliers say channel lock. Hopefully, I sent them the link. Yeah, I sent them the link.
Who'd you send a link to?
A special guest. We'll see if he comes in. I don't think I've ever seen him on live ever. And this guy that messaged me, he's been in the chat a lot. He's been all over YouTube a lot. Yo, Tenant Tool, did the bear ever reply to your video? No. Well, yeah, he made his own video and replied to it.
He replied. He just didn't actually really mention your name.
No. Well, that's the thing is, and I don't care. I understand. Like, you know, you're not going to mention my name because, you know, you don't want to give me any clout. That's cool. But there were plenty of people in the comments that wanted to hate on me. So that was fine. You know, I mean, it is what it is. Appreciate all the haters in the comments and on the Bears video shouting my name out. You know, I mean, they weren't scared to let it rip. And I want to say thank you because I know they're watching. Especially one guy down in Florida. I know he's watching hardcore. He's probably grinding his teeth right now. Spitting nails. Less expensive tools today are way better quality than cheap tools from years ago. I can't deny that. I always figured to invest in myself a career. If I was out to work, I could hustle and get by. Gilman's, I mean, our mentality these days, I think, is just a lot different than. And I hate to say this, but I got to be honest. I've seen some things where it's not because the kids are necessarily the younger folks are not necessarily they just aren't they never had anybody to teach them. A lot of kids were raised with single parents, mothers, fathers that were busy, and they got to sit around and play video games, and then when they decided they wanted to do something, there was zero guidance. Nobody taught them anything, and that's part of the reason. It's really not the fact that they don't want to learn. It's just they didn't get the opportunity. DCS 438B for the win. Yeah, dude, I love that thing. My point about easier and cheaper is now you can buy decent quality and usable tools from Amazon. Correct. I agree with that. I don't like the upgrade. I think you should buy the best you can afford to buy. Like Tecton can get you by for a long time. So, and their warranty is good and they have a good selection and you get some good options. I think they're just a better deal. I'm not trying to be anti-Harbor Freight.
Well, it's like my checklist that I tell everyone. When you're buying tools, you want warranty, ease of access, ease of warranty. You want individuals on the shelf.
Yeah.
And you want good customer care. A company that, like, if they just continue a product, they're going to upgrade your product if you got to warranty it out.
I feel like if you call Tecton or work with Tecton, they're gonna know what you're asking for, and they're gonna be like you're gonna be able to get your tools taken care of, and that's the bigger thing. Like you walk into a Harbor Freight, and I promise you, I guarantee anybody here can do this. You walk into a Harbor Freight and you say, "Hey, do you guys have individual sockets?" You're at a tool store, and if you don't know that, like I went into the Harbor Freight, which I got a bone to pick with Fluffy because my Harbor Freight does not sell individual sockets or wrenches.
Mine doesn't either.
Yep. And I walked in there this week and not a single. And when I walked in to ask them, they said, "Oh, let me check," and they got to look it up on the computer. Now, come on, like that. Harbor Freight's not a huge store. I'm not saying that it should be easy to remember everything, and I don't want to be negative on this because I know people are going to just lose their mind. They don't like. Everybody thinks I'm anti-Harbor Freight and this and that. I don't like the company, but the problem is I want to be able to replace wrenches and sockets if I lose them. I had to replace a 22 millimeter socket that I lost. Okay, if I would have had an Icon socket, I would have had to go through an ordering process. You can't just order it on their website. You can't get it through. You have to call their customer service and jump through hoops. It's kind of a pain.
Well, that's also why I tell people don't buy on Amazon unless you're buying from the manufacturer or a manufacturer distributor. You're not going to get warranty. You're not going to get help. You're not going to get nothing.
Correct. That's why
avoid Amazon should be the only last resort. I'm going to be honest. Last resort.
Tecton gives you a lot of bang for the buck, and they stand behind the product. Their customer service is very good.
Right, and that's the biggest thing. Like you said with Amazon, I buy stuff off Amazon. I'm not going to try to be like I'm not guilty, but I buy stuff off Amazon. But it's more like I buy stuff off Amazon that either is consumable. Like I buy some brake line hose and stuff like that, some things like that. And I try to buy better stuff because they have some decent quality stuff on there. If you look through, you find the decent stuff. But yeah, it's definitely selective. Yeah. You have to be very selective. And not only that, you can get fooled. As I showed about and Fluffy ordered, he showed the same thing. Fluffy bought a hub removal tool and it's different than the one that I got. We both paid $40 and got the exact different tool.
Yeah, I got the same one that Fluffy has. I got the same one he's got. And it seems it almost looks identical to the Lyle. It doesn't look anything like the one you got. So I guess someone might have got slapped in the face.
Mine's the number one seller on Amazon. That one that I bought, I just picked the number one seller and bought it for $40, and it was a huge pile of garbage.
Yeah, manufacturer probably got slapped in the face by Lyle or something like that.
I don't know what well, the Lyle one, so here's the thing is the Lyle one's made right here in the USA. The plate is made by a company in another town. They do the water jet cutting on the plate for Lyle. And then the forcing screw is a typical forcing screw, nothing fancy about it. And then the other parts are cut out at Lyle. They're made at Lyle. The rings, the adapter, or the washers, and the forcing screw nut is made at Lyle. Hey, hey, Mark, Alex, know anyone use a wrench as a fidget toy? Absolutely, all the time. That's if you're not doing it. You can find the full 34-inch bake on Marketplace, $200 to $400. There you go. $350 loaded with tools. It's decent for the price. There you go. That's the other thing. If you go on Marketplace, buy decent. You can, just like he said here, great advice. You can go on there and find tools for sale, $300 to $400 if you're not into it. Raise his hand. New tech here. CP, Tool Addict, Diesel, Automotive, Double Major. Been a DIYer my whole life. IT professional who got sick of typing. That's awesome. New tech. But you're not a young feller neither, so that's pretty awesome. Holy cow, look at this. It's Josh. Is that Mr. Hey, guys, long time no see. We got Taiwan, China, now Vietnam, India, and Thailand, next moon, Mars, Saturn, paid.
Hey man, the second they start making tools on Saturn, man, I'm buying those because those are going to be some dense tools.
When they go to the moon, I'm going to go to the moon. I'll buy the ones off the moon just to see. I'll give anything a shot from any country one time. Okay. My advice on how to organize a 5-door roll cart from top to bottom. Any advice on how? Sockets in the top. I use my electrical in that side drawer. I had a video of my old U.S. General. I can kind of remember it. So I can, the two top, or what was it? The one deeper wide drawer in the top. That's one I had my electrical in. The other one I put ratchets in, extensions in the little small drawer. I can't remember. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. So then I had 3 long drawers. Then I had wrenches or screwdrivers, maybe, then wrenches. And then the other one was like some blow molded case stuff or impacts and air tools and stuff like that.
Yeah, it sounds that sounds like it's thought out. Unlike me, I just throw whatever fits in the drawer in the drawer.
That works too. You know, whatever works for you. But I definitely like the sockets. Well, I put my screwdrivers up in the poles in it, in the side part, pry bar and screwdrivers. I think I drilled out the hole a little bit so I can get my pry bar in there. I had it pretty set up. It was nice. It was fun to set up. Not gonna lie. I do like having a little cart like that. I will tell you this much. After owning bigger carts that basically are too big to move around, there is a size limit on a tool cart. These big carts are okay if you've got a lot of room to move around. If not, they kind of suck because they kind of be stationary, and that's where mine's set now. I mean, I got 2 tool carts, and I can't move them around really because they're just too big for my little area. Having a smaller cart's kind of nice sometimes because it's, more mobile. But when you don't need to move around, it is what it is. Baja. Well, you have a shop you're looking at? Would love to see Superbike Armin come back on a live stream. Dude's a beast. Yeah, we talk every once in a while. He's a busy man. That guy's got it going on. Of the tools I bought in the past year, my Nipex Cobra quick pliers are my favorite. The teeth are sharp, very hard and durable. There you go. Went to Lowe's to buy the biggest Cobalt tool set to lay my hands on recently. What I saw when I got made me sick. I wanted to cry because Cobalt is now cheap Chinese junk. Yeah, it is what it is, man. I'll tell you. Let me take a second here. I mean, China. I've talked about this a lot. China is taking over our manufacturing, and this didn't start last week, last year, the year before. This started 20, 30 years ago. And the fact of the matter is now everybody's starting to see it and realizing it. But We are not. I mean, we lost SK Tools. We've lost Armstrong. We've lost all these USA manufacturers.
Yeah.
And then people wonder why Snap-on's so expensive. Here's your sign. That's all I can say about that.
Yeah, but the thing that baffles me about Snap-on is how they can manufacture that exact same tool for cat, label it cat, and sell it for a quarter of the price. Yet they can't do that for their normal customers. They're selling a name at their price. They're not selling the tool.
Well, they don't sell everything the same, but yes, there's
like and how companies like Wright can make premium quality high-end tools for a fraction of the cost. And they don't have the elaborate facilities that Snap-on does to do the level of mass production that they can do.
Well, a lot of it has to do with
there's a lot of American companies out there that build very comparable or sometimes better tools than Snap-on, and they're still managing to sell them cheaper. So, is Snap-on literally just only selling a name at this point in time?
No, it's a lot of it has to do with the franchise. In order for Snap-on to make a profit, they have to sell. They sell it to make their 35, 40%, and then Snap-on dealers got it. So by the time you get it, too many hands in the cookie jar, boys.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean that's kind of
what
how
your cookie says.
what's the fortune cookie say?
Only you Americans stupid enough to buy this tool.
Thank you for the $5 holler. Sunny snacks for Sonny Sannon. I don't know if I went over that. My brain wasn't working because I was in the zone. And I apologize. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Boy, what I think I just glazed over that. I apologize.
Man, you really wanted me to join the stream. I text message, all 3 email addresses.
Tickton said they will reply to your warranty claim within 5 business minutes. That's pretty freaking fast. That's fast. We definitely need a Princess Auto store tour. For sure.
I'm working on up here.
It's not the video we asked for, or no, it's not the video we didn't ask for. It's the video we need.
My problem is I want to do it, but it all comes down to the management, because here in Canada we have to have consent and permission to film inside any business, because it may be open to the public, but it's not public property. It's privately owned.
Right.
And that's the thing, is the manager down there, they got a new manager coming in that I actually know from a different store. When he comes in, I'll be able to do a real in-depth video. But until they change the manager, he's constantly saying, no cameras, no. It's like, let me come in half an hour before you open. There's no staff.
Everybody has the right to refuse that here too on public property. Yeah. If I go somewhere and I have a camera out on a business lot, they can tell me to stop filming. All these guys you want any YouTuber that's doing a video in Walmart, Walmart's paying them to do it. Just so you know, because Walmart refuses to let anybody film in their deal. I was literally in Walmart one day, and I was filming with my camera, and they said, "Did you get permission to do that?"
Yeah.
And I said, "No." And they said, "We don't allow people to film in our store." And I was like, "Say what?" So, yes, I'm anti Eric Schmidt too, 100%. That guy can sit on whatever. Harbor Freight's tool replacement process is archaic. It sure is. Taking tools out of the package is one of the most it's one of the most ugliest ways to warranty tools that I've ever seen. And then the Harbor Freight's tool replacement process is archaic. Breaking up sets to make tools, if you were, the thing that really bugs me is that, my buddy, he lost his 15 millimeter swivel, had an Icon swivel. He goes in and wanted to buy a swivel, found out they couldn't sell him a swivel. Then he's like, well, screw it, I'll buy a whole set. Well, guess what? They only had one set, and guess what was missing? The 15 millimeter. He needed a 15 millimeter swivel socket, 7:00 at night, and he called the Snap-on guy and bought one, and went out to his house and bought one. I'm not saying that happens all the time, but man, I'll tell you what, as a mechanic, Dave Turner, tell me that's never not happened to you.
Yep.
And you're on a wild goose chase for a socket or something like that. it's nice to have a tool dealer that you have that ability. Now, everybody doesn't have that ability, so that definitely doesn't mean that Harbor Freight is also not the villain here.
That's why like for the longest time my toolbox was a hodgepodge of tools, because me doing like working in remote locations and that, I couldn't go to any specific store. I had to go to what was local to replace whatever it was. That's why I'd have like one socket this, one socket that, and I never took my Snap-on tools never left home. They never went in my work truck because I didn't want to lose them.
I had a warranty claim with Astro. They gave me extras as an apology. I mean, if that's customer service. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you want to see with a tool dealer. That makes a customer come back. Here's another one. Sent a Lyle an email for a warranty on a couple of tab sockets, and they sent them back out to me in 24 hours. Great customer service, no questions, no receipts, 100%. Yep. Hey, listen, I know those guys, and I know that they are very in tune with what's going on and care a lot, and they listen to me, and they listen to you guys, and they watch my channel, and they watch your comments. There's some people that are starting to complain just out of spite, I think. But the thing is, people complain about Lyle not putting their name on tools. Do you want to pay extra for a name on there? Do you want to pay extra for it to say Lyle Tools? Because they don't believe that they should charge you for that. That's one thing. I've heard that comment come up several times now. Well, Lyle's so cheap they don't put their name on tools. No. The reason why they do blister packaging and all that stuff is to cut cost. Yep. Saving people money is a huge deal for them. 100%. Sorry, I don't mean to keep talking you guys.
No.
Trying to get through all this.
No, it's
Icon stupid. Brand new one said I had warranty exchange. I said, okay, go grab one on the shelf.
Actually, I'm going to say something. If Icon actually is still in business in 10 years, 20 years from now, I'm not going to lie, man. One of the techs at the shop here got that T10.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually really impressed. The Identifix, all the Identifix is it's the confirmed fix stuff.
So
paying and the $200 for the motor data a year, if they can continue to offer that for a lifetime, and never go out of business, never discontinue the tool.
$1,600 for a launch scan tool that's normally $1,000 is okay with you? I'm just curious.
It's because you get a couple little extras in that software that's not in the launch tool that my launch tool doesn't have. But not that you get the motor for $200. If you can get the motor for $200 on it, and the Identifix free for 2 years. And according to what the brochure in the box said, the Identifix will be renewable at $80 per year after that. You'll never get that price on any other scan tool. Not even Snap-on will give you those.
Identifix is only like $80 a year when you pay for it on the website.
No, it's $80 a month for Identifix. SureFix.
Let me look at my bill quick.
And the motor is to get the motor the same information that they're offering for $200 a year up here in Canada is $3,600 a year for what they're offering. So if they can continue to offer those prices with their scan tool and keep the updates, it's actually not a half bad scan tool to buy. It's actually very robust. I was shocked.
What are you getting? You're paying $80 a month for Identifix from Icon? What Identifix are you getting from Icon?
Icon, you get their SureFix, all the SureFix, like all the technical SureFixes and stuff like that from Identifix. It's not the full Identifix, but it's $80. But they're going to offer it for $80 a year, and the motor data, access to full motor data for $200 a year. If they can keep those prices up,
how many vehicles are they allowing you to have?
Unlimited.
I don't understand what the point of the Identifix.
That's the thing that blows my mind.
Why would you want the Identifix for $80 a year or whatever?
Well, that's the thing.
They'll just tell you the most commonly replaced part.
Right.
Yeah, but that's the thing is it comes in handy for new techs or techs that like Snap-on. That's why Snap-on tools are so great because it's got.
That's why
It's got
Identifix has got a nickname called Identigas.
Right. Yeah, Identifix is not technically a viable repair website, in my opinion.
No,
I mean, it'll lead you down. It'll lead you to chase a lot of things. It's a reference place. And $80 a year if you're getting unlimited vehicles does seem like an attractive deal, but I mean,
like all in all, $1,600 US. It's actually not that bad because it's literally the exact same scan tool that me and Dave have. It does everything that Dave's throttle does and my torque does.
Which one are you
the
talking
Icon
about?
TE.
I played with that thing. That thing was a pile of shit. That thing, it was Error City, man.
Oh,
we hooked it to 3 different cars out in the parking lot. It glitched on each and every one of the cars.
Wow, because the one that the tech up here got, it does everything that the throttle does and the torque does. It has all the same functions. Didn't have any communication. It didn't have nothing. It didn't have any issues or anything.
It can run on a oscilloscope.
Yep.
I didn't think it could run on a scope.
They don't have the scope available for it, but it's in there.
I like what Richard. I scrolled down here a little bit.
But for a tech that's not like what they designed it for was actually to compete with like with the Snap-on for the techs that aren't like aged and experienced, that don't need the repair track, that don't need that, because that's what Snap-on basically is for. It's for shops that have techs that aren't educated, and they need a scan tool that a professional or a beginner can use, and that's where this thing comes in. But my whole entire concern is Icon going to exist in 10 years? Is that name going to be around? Is that tool going to still have updates in 10 years? Like you look at Bosch for the longest time, Bosch and OTC was diagnostics for life. When your scan tool became out of date, they sent you a letter telling you, we're buying your old tool back. We're selling you the brand new one for $89 or $400, a fraction of the cost, and we're upgrading your tool for you. But no one does that anymore.
Here's the deal, though. With the new ThinkScan, you can get a new ThinkScan for $450 with lifetime updates on it.
Yeah.
So there's another caveat to that. I
disagree with it. Pork Cowtown, you're not just buying. When you buy a scan, you're not just buying the software. You're also buying the tablet that they use.
What's up, Hildebretto?
But all I was saying is for what it does, it's actually not it. It actually impressed me more than what I thought it was. I thought it was going to be 100% lemon and turd. So if you're an Icon fanboy and you want to buy Icon, I would have no problem with a person buying it. Just be a buyer beware that in 10 years you may never be able to use that tool ever again.
There's a T10 a Harbor Freight tool.
I would do your research, because that's the one thing about it is I don't know enough about the T10 is the only one I'm referring to. The smaller ones I did not like. I think that they were kind of a waste of money. Well, they're $800, and they're not even in the ballpark of, like, you can buy a ThinkScan for $450 with lifetime updates. There's so many tools. The problem is it's a competitive market. Okay.
Yeah.
Harbor Freight is trying to sell. They're in the same problem that Matco and Mac and Cornwell are when it comes to scan tools. They have no proprietary software that's theirs. Snap-on, people can talk about Snap-on being expensive, but Snap-on Diagnostics is amazing for if you own a shop. And nobody that owns that, unless you really have dealt with a scan tool, use it in your shop, you'll never understand that until you use one.
Yeah.
What's the deal they have? The
Sure Track or whatever it is.
Yeah, that is well, and Altel just got sued by him for $33 million because Altel tried to rip him off too.
That's the thing. Snap-on comes with a lot of bells and whistles that a lot of the no-name brands and the Chinese stuff will never come with. Right. I got that Snap-on, and I've always been Bosch OTC, but Bosch and the new pricing just irked me. So I decided to go with the Snap-on, and I'm going to actually say I actually am not upset with the price that I paid for it. It's actually was actually worth
software
it.
is really expensive. The problem is it's a shop tool. You know, if you want to step into that realm of buying a Snap-on, you really can't complain about the price. It's a shop tool. Like the Zeus, my buddy's got a Zeus and a Zeus Plus, and he bought the Zeus Plus on a repo for $5,000. He stole
One thing I love, if like Launch did a cloud like Snap-on does, everything I do goes to my Alta account, all my scans, all my pictures, all my data that I record, it automatically goes to my cloud. So at any point in time, I can log into my computer, I can look everything up, print it all out. Like that's a feature that I actually love Alta.
I do too. When I do work at a buddy of mine's shop, and I get to help him out, and I love using this Snap-on scan tool. The more I use it, the more I'm like, I would love to buy one, but I'm not willing to buy it, spend the $15,000 because I'm cheap. You know, do I need it? No, because I'm not doing enough work to justify all the bells and whistles. And I do love it because it does have a lot more relative information for domestic vehicles that I do like. So I don't want to sit here and harp on scan tools. I know scan you have to be really into scan tool stuff to.
My only gripe is with the Snap-on. I still had to crack out my ancient OTC to do an 89 Volvo. So that's the only gripe I have.
Testing Gear Wrench, awesome warranty tools, send pictures. Yeah, even Gear Wrench. I'll give it to Gear Wrench even. I'll do that. Raging Cage. Oh, maple Canadian bacon. Speaking of maple, I got some maple sausage I had this week, man. I'll tell you what. Don't make scrambled eggs and maple sausage and make it into an omelet and think you're gonna eat like some breakfast burritos once a day or just like a couple of days. I ate them all week long. I thought I put 6 eggs and a pound of maple sausage and made breakfast. I made a bunch of breakfast burritos. Even put them in the oven, got them all crispy and everything, and I couldn't eat those suckers. Every morning I had a breakfast burrito this week, and I was like, holy cow, I'm sick of these things after a week long. CP to I have a discount with all the major vendors because I'm in school, wrenches, and considering going with Tecton to the price. Would you say that was a good move? Yes. The price is fire. Yes. Definitely a good move if you especially can afford it and you're getting a huge discount. You definitely want to buy what you can buy. I will tell you this much. Remember, and I don't want to lead you down the wrong path because you got to budget into what you do. You want to get the most bang for your buck, but do remember, you can't buy Snap-on on a discount after you get rid of this, you know. So, take advantage of everything you can now afford because you're buying Snap-on and Mac and all these at 50%. Like that's a pretty good way to buy tools. A lot of people overlook that with, people that own tools. You know, I bought my SK stuff at 50% off when I bought my tools. So I bought $4,000 worth of tools for $2,000, you know. And you got to watch some of them too, because like Matco, even though they say it's 50% off, you're buying a Lyle tool for their marked up price, and you're basically paying retail when you buy it. So do your research on everything.
And on that, when you're using a student discount with Snap-on, make sure you read the fine print because it has to be done in 2 purchases, 2 bulk purchases, and after that your discount's gone. So you make a big list. And you either finance it or you have cash in your pocket and do lumps one giant purchase.
When did they change it to 2 purchases?
Machine shop, how you guys doing? Let me run through these.
When they changed it. I found it out a couple months ago because we got a couple new techs and we got them set up on a discount thing.
Maximum dollar amount you could buy it.
Yeah, that's the thing. They it's up to $10,000, but you have to do it in lump some purchases. You can it has to be minimum 2 purchases. So you got to make a big list and buy all those tools on that list and make a second list. And after you do your second purchase, there is no more discount. It's gone. You can't go in and just pick one tool at a time and use a discount.
Thank you, Nick, for smashing that like button. Turd Turtles in a Wrench, our resident Sonex expert. Have you guys seen this guy?
Love him. I love him. I love this guy.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's gonna do big things, folks.
He's honest. He's real, and he's mastered the art of the camera.
Yeah, he's definitely good with editing and definitely building and talking into the camera. I mean, he makes my
He's
I don't know what my juvenile delinquent videos look good. My potato vision. You're worried about buying eBay market, make sure you keep the driver happy and they'll take care of you regardless. Your original bought sockets never say I can get. Yeah, what's up, Larry? Larry, did I pass Larry Borstrom? Larry Borstrom, the outlaw. What's up, man? Good morning. Let me get to these comments. I am messing up. Timu keeps showing up. Yeah, stay away from Timu. Stay away. Timu is a good investment. Said no one ever. You're right. Imagine completely rounded 13, 12 millimeter point, 12 point round drive by. Really sad. Sonic used to make the best drive line sockets money could buy, in my opinion. Yep. Not gonna lie, that's not good. Cat buy directly from Snap-on, big quantities. Yeah, that makes sense. Contract millions of dollars through Cat. I guarantee you that's why. They give a great deal to the military too. I can tell you that they sell toolboxes at like $1,000. Like they sell the classic series toolboxes for $1,000 to the military. I know because I had to bid against them in the contract. Chef Shade Tree's in the house. Here he is, boys. Come on now, Chef Shade Tree in the house. What up? If I could afford, I'd buy Proto, made right here in Ohio. Yep. I've been acquiring a fair amount of Armstrong tools from the Cripes to dude, Cripes Distributing. You just hit that's like my love language right there. Cripe Distributing is awesome. That is like that and like what's the one down Harry J. Epstein in Kansas City? Don't sleep on them places, boys. You want to find some good quality tools for cheap. You know, you won't get warranty out of them anymore, but hey, it's no lie. Tecton is 5 to 10 minutes max, and they rock like items made in their Michigan rebrand. Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Well, the other nice thing about Tecton for new techs, their package deals, their prices, and the whole entire kit schmozzle. Like you go to them with $5,000, and you got everything you need to start right now and keep going for a couple of years.
Hey, good night, buddy.
Like I love their package kits, man. Like they're well thought out. You get the hammers, the pliers, the screwdrivers, everything. Like they're not like a lot of these like a lot of the master kits that like you look at the gear wrench master kit. It's just sockets and wrenches and a couple screwdrivers, no hammers, no pliers. It's not a master kit. Like that's the thing. It's like even the Craftsman, like they stopped doing their master kits. I think it was in the early 90s. And those kits had everything, including the ratchet, the impact gun, the timing light. But Tecton's the closest thing that comes to actually giving you everything you need.
Look at this. We got the bird of beef boy here. It's Cowtown. Bird of beef. Bird of beef. It's bird of beef, boys. Bird of beef. Yeah, Cowtown. That's our. He's from Sayer's from the western part of the Canadians. Crepe Distributing for the win. Hello, Nick. Two Turtles sent me up. That's awesome. I love that we get people. I love it when I see more people coming in here from other channels and other channels. I miss the camaraderie of having that. I also believe you can have none.
Two Turtles. I every time I see his stuff, I'm just standing there going, dude, how have you got your camera set up, man? That's like
very sad process of Harbor Freight. But if you know the workers, very simple. Yeah, it's just, it's kind of like you got to train the people. That's what really sucks. I went in and got sockets one time. We're talking a store that's been open for a year, and they were like, they literally didn't even know. I mean, it just, I don't like it. I feel uncomfortable with it. I filmed in Walmart. Manager walked up to me, asked what I was doing, asked me to record. For as long as I don't record, a customer didn't care. Yeah, you're like anything. Your mileage may vary. Somebody said that earlier in the comments. If you guys would just properly hoard tools from yard sales and auctions, you wouldn't have to worry about that. Small town machine shop, we know that you have the largest hoard of garage sale tools. Yeah, I had a hell of issues today. I collapsed right in front of. Oh my god, are you all right, buddy? Is everything good? You go to the doctor? If you say you didn't go to the doctor, I'm gonna reach out and touch someone.
He must have been at a Garage Guru seminar.
I've never had a problem with any store when I recorded a video. I got uppity people here. Richard Morrison, thanks for watching. I'm glad to hear your feedback. 12-point sockets. Hey, Two Turtles, absolutely. Matt, found a lot of great deals, and especially new old stock. Stuff hard to find elsewhere, great prices. Fancy packaging, fancy price. Bingo. You guys are catching on. That's what it means. Saving the customer money doesn't always. Warren, what's up? Vito, Blanchard, how you doing? $4.99 super chat. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Hurricane survivor, Francine, right here. Just got hit. He said he did good. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hopefully you got power back on. Icon packaging is ridiculous. Yes, that you're paying a lot of money for that packaging. The athletic clothing brand, Nameless, and they make some of the best clothing. Another brandless clothing company sponsored clothing for the Olympics. There you go. Identifix. I agreed. When you buy a scanner, you are buying software. That's it. Yeah, not anymore now. Erico has been using the T10 quite a bit lately and has came in clutch for him for a couple times. But yes, time will tell. A scanner. Who has a scanner? ThinkScan. Lifetime updates for $450. It's a pretty sweet scan tool. In fact, go check out tool demos. Let me see if I can. I'll share a link. I'll share a link for you guys for tool demos. He did a great video. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to share the video to my page. So that way you can go. Great deal. Lifetime updates on a ThinkScan. ThinkScan 689BT. Better check out Tool Demo's video. I shared it on my community page. Everybody just left. Thank you for leaving. See why I don't do that? That's a good way to get rid of everybody real quick. Hey, go watch a video somewhere else. See you guys later. Also has a decent beginning scan tool for around $450. Launch has had some in the same price range. Yep. I'm not a huge ThinkScan tool fan, but that definitely does. Don Welding, what's up? But it's a software tablet. The tablet can do whatever. Most of them are Android. Keep up the cost down. Snap-on is quartered from the ground up. Yeah, and there is a caveat too. There's some tablets that are worse than others, and there's also some older tablets that they're using. Altel tends to use some older running software, which slows it down, but they do have some updates. But I've noticed that my launches are a little bit quicker. So, and it really annoys me. Icon Chrome Sonkis are trash, matte, but wrenches. And some of the other items pretty good. Not a fan of the ratchets either. Yeah, it's pretty subpar, honestly. I seen a guy using. Have you guys seen a video of the guys putting Tekton head kits in the Icon ratchets to make them work better?
Yeah.
That's crazy. My Veris Edge is awesome. The previous owner left the pro demand on it, so I have all data. There you go. I can get you into a Zeus for $3,000. Shut the front door. Are you trying to tease me right now? I don't need to spend any more money. I'm trying to build a shop. That's ridiculous. My buddy just bought a Zeus Plus for $5,000, and I thought that was a smoking deal. $3,000 is dumb. I'm not a fan of Icon regular wrenches. I've used them. They're anti-slip. I haven't used their anti-slip. Well, Tekton also has a school discount program, 15%. Heidi ho, guys and gals. Hey, there he is. I sent you an email, buddy. Where you at?
I don't think the Icon sockets are any different than the Pittsburgh. I think they're made the same place.
No. Icon sockets are any different? No, they could.
The chromes, I'm saying. The chromes and their torque spits and their hex bits, I think they're the same.
Richard Morton. I have a metric foot of Icon wrenches. I love the length. The grip are comparable to any other decent wrench, but I hate how thin they are. They really dig into your hand when putting pressure on them. I can't say anything bad about the Icon wrenches because I don't have any. So I would have bought the standard set at $69.99 to try them out so that I could give a legitimate opinion. But I really can't say anything based on what everybody else is using for.
Under long term, they like to chip chrome after long term use.
That's the only thing I can say. I've seen a lot of videos where people use them once and they when they're putting a lot of pressure on them, they tend to deflect a little bit on the chrome. And the hardness test that Torque Test Channel did, showing what they did, it was quite a bit harder than most of the other wrenches. So I heard the old saying, even with my discount, buy once, cry once. Yes. You know, I mean, if you got a chance to buy a house for $30,000 off, would you come up with the money to buy a house? I mean, that's kind of what the deal is here. You know, I mean, if it's going to make you money, now don't go overboard. I'm not saying go buy $100,000 worth of tools, but I mean, if you can somehow come up with $5,000 or 10 grand, even, that's not out of the realm. Like, I mean, how much money do you have in tools, Turner? Let's just give you. How much money do you think you spent on tools in your life?
In my life?
Yes.
That's a loaded question. For personal tools, personal use,
Yeah.
I'd say probably about 200,000.
Okay.
250. But all in all, I like tools because I used to run a construction company and a couple other businesses. A lot more. But personal, yeah. But that's because I bought Tagger tools, heavy equipment tools and stuff like that, and also OEM software. So,
what about you, Dave?
You talking just automotive, or you just talking tools in general?
Like your toolbox at your shop. Like, what do you got invested in your tools at your shop to do work with?
It's over 6 figures.
Okay.
But, I mean, I could throw a guesstimation, maybe 135,000 total. But now you guys remember, there's a lot of tools in my box that I haven't used in years because those cars aren't on the road anymore. So
Right.
I would take that off of my expense list at this point. But I did buy them at one point. But
Right.
I don't know.
So,
it's definitely over 6 figures.
Okay, so I mean, Turner's got 200,000. You got 100, and we'll call 140. So let's say a tech can spend $150,000 in 20, 40, 30 years in doing this business here. Because I mean, you guys got 30 years in the business here, right?
Yeah, but I would also say I bought some stuff that I didn't necessarily need to buy.
Right.
Well, the big caveat, though, me and Dave, because of our age, when we got into tools and started actually building our toolboxes, we didn't have everything that's available right now. We didn't have the internet. We had what was local on shops. If I was a new tech starting today or a new mechanic today, I could probably rebuild every single tool in my box with with decent quality tools.
So give me a number.
For probably under 30 grand.
Okay, so that's all I'm looking for. So I'm saying, like his comment, okay, so buy once, cry once. If you could buy $30,000 worth of tools for 15 grand and be done, would you do that? Like, I come up to you and I say, Turner, you're starting out. You buy. I'm going to sell you 30 grand worth of tools for $15,000. You're going to have everything you need to make, $70,000 to $100,000 a year. Because if you're not making that as a tech right now, I don't know what you're doing. If you're not making $70,000 to $80,000 a year, you're in the wrong. You're at the wrong shop. You're at the wrong bit. You're in the wrong business, or you're not. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing, because that's the business is booming. But that would you do it? I mean, that's the thing is it a dumb idea to buy $15,000? Are you sinking yourself into major debt? $15,000 is less than what you would pay for a car. Now you drive an old car. You don't spend money on an old car. Instead of you bought tools so that you can make money. It's an investment into your career. You got all the tools you need. You pay that $15,000 off in the first year you're working. You hustle your ass off. You get it paid off. Okay. And now you're set. Now you can make money on the side, do all that stuff. I mean, that's the way of the world. I don't want to give bad advice out here,
it's actually a bad question to ask old guys like me and Turner. How much do we spend on tools?
Yeah, because we were limited. We were limited.
In 10 years, I've spent over 100,000 between tool storage,
I know what I got.
Scanners in his boxes.
I know I've got over $250,000 invested in my stuff. I mean, I'm not ashamed of it.
Probably higher than I want to know about.
Like that's the thing. Like if when I first started buying tools, if I had everything that we have available to us, like the market that we have available to us, I would have saved so much money and stuff like that, because like that's the thing. You guys have the ability, like everyone nowadays has the ability to actually shop around. I had Sears, the local home hardware. I had the Snap-on truck, once in a blue moon, maybe a Matco truck. But other than that, like especially tool shops that were few and far between, or having to mail order stuff out of a catalog.
Well, here's something that I want you to. Here's something, like people talk about ROI on your tools and whatnot. If you buy $250,000 worth of tools, and there's guys out there complaining like, "Oh, you don't need $250,000 worth of tools." Okay, if you buy $250,000 worth of tools and you make 80 grand a year, that's $2.4 million you made in 30 years of doing this. That is only a 10% cost on the money that you spent. That's 10% of the money. So those tools made you over $2 million, and they cost you 10% to make it. And I will tell you that any banker in the world will tell you that if you can do something for that kind of rate, and you can turn 250,000 to 2.4 million, you're doing something right. So I'd love to really lay that out on like people who they talk in the comment box about, oh, you don't need to spend this kind of money, and then they say, well, I can do it cheaper. Okay, so if you can do it cheaper and you only make let's say you make $50,000 a year, okay, and you do it for 30 years times 30, that's 1.5 million. That means I made $1 million more for you than you did. For you saved money on the tools you bought. Okay, so $1.5 million in 30 years you made at $50,000 a year, and let's say that you spent $50,000 on tools. Okay, 1.5 million divided by 50, which is what am I doing here? 10%. That's how did I get to this? My math ain't math, and I broke my math all of a sudden. 1.5 million times, did I do this right? Times, I don't know.
That's the thing is, to this day and age, if I had that $250,000 again to buy tools again, I could set up probably about 20 stations, 20 techs with everything that they'll ever need.
Well, at the end of the day, though,
that's the thing that hurts me so much. Like I hear all these people talk about
my total tool
inflation. Inflation's hard, man.
My total tool investment is over $250,000 if you add in my woodworking tools, and all my home tools and all that. Like, I mean, I have a champion. I have an 80-gallon or whatever it is, 80-gallon champion compressor. That's probably what I think today's price is around $3,000 for that.
I got my math working. So that's 5%. You would have 5% investment in your tools to make 1.5 million, and you made $1 million less to only buy 50, which I don't know how anybody could do it for $50,000 with scan tools and updates. And I don't think it's possible. I think the best to do is stay under 100,000.
To bring things into perspective, and I probably have not kept up with inflation.
What's up, Chatty Factory?
But I've been a tech for 29 years now. My second year in the business, so I've been 1996.
Hey, what's up, Still?
My second year in the business, I made over $50,000 a year back in 1996.
Hey, Shannon, see ya. Hopefully I didn't lose you. Okay, say that again.
So I've been in the business professionally for 29 years. I believe back in 1996, which would have been my first year would have been 95. So by 1997, I was making over $50,000 a year, and I've never made less.
Yep.
So 1997, I was making over $50,000 a year.
Right. I know that in 1999 I was making $40,000 a year. I know that for a fact because that was my first job. And then I increased from there. And then when I went to work at I was making 22 or 23 bucks an hour in 2002 because I bought my motorcycle, and I was working at BMW, Mercedes, and I've never looked back on $22 an hour. Basically, that really, I honestly, when I feel I tweak my back, feel a bit better now. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're getting better, Chef. That's good to hear. Still no power. All good, brother. Work at 5 a.m. Fixing to get some rest. Well, you have a good one. I'm going to come down and see you. Thanks for letting me know about Cripe distributing. That might get expensive. Oh, man. Don't
After
don't
next week,
don't y'all know Snap? Oh yeah. Snap-on is being bought out by Harbor Freight. I keep forgetting that. I bought them at 59 to test them. I'm getting a video put together. They're junk in my opinion. Hey, watch it now, too. I'm gonna give you some personal advice, True Turtles. Do not bash the Icon Harbor Freight stuff if you don't want to end up having trolls run over you like me. I'm just telling you, my advice: be very, very gentle and be very, very kind with what you say, because these guys are sensitive and they think that you hate. They think you're bashing on their brand, and they will literally lose their mind on you. I'm just telling you. Dude, they have trolled every Snap-on dealer from here to Japan. I'm not even joking you. So, I'm not saying that to be mean. It's a fact. Dude, I've gotten more comments from death threats. They're going to kill my dog. All the stuff they've done over me doing a video where I never even said which wrench was better in a short. The wrench, that short where I did that wasn't even me. It was Matt, one of my subscribers. Did a wrench. You busted the wrench on a vise on a Snap-on truck. Never even said Icon was junk or any different. Just showed it. Nobody said a word about which one was better. And they're complete unhinged. CP the tool had a $15,000 scholarship from Ford via Tech Force. So all tools, baby. I'm just trying to spread out. Hey, dude, that's awesome. See, another thing right there that people don't talk about. He's got a $15,000 scholarship. That's the school buying. The tools are working for him. That's awesome, man. Definitely want to. I would love to hear your experience after you buy the tools and bring you on and do a live stream with you. Because I've never had anybody from Recent Deal to talk about this, because there's a lot of bad information, especially since you're going through Ford. But it'd be cool to have you share your experience and talk about you buying tools and getting into the program and everything. Hopefully you stick with it, man, because it's a tough business. A lot of guys buy the tools and they get to the job and they realize it's hard to make money. So remember that, dude. The days will get better.
I'm gonna actually say I'm actually shocked that Ford's still doing that.
Oh yeah, GM does too.
I got because like the short stint that I did at Ford, I got some really nice diagnostic equipment from like my VCM and all that stuff I got from them. But no, knowing that Ford does that just like, hey, I don't care about their defects in their vehicles, man. They're taking care of their employees.
Yeah, my investment is well over 10 years, $100,000. Yeah. It's so sad I'm spending more on this new box than I've ever spent on a car. Hey, listen, I got more money in my toolbox than I got in my current pickup. So you think I care? You know what? I put my money where money makes money for me. I'd rather have nicer tools. I can fix up junk and drive it. I just bought another car from a customer. I bought a 2000. I don't even know what it is. I got a Park Avenue that I haven't even gotten picked up because I got to go pick it up at his house. I've been working on it for years, and now it's mine. And just older Park Avenue gravel cruiser, 170,000 miles on it, but that's the way I like it. I don't want new cars. People can make fun of me all they want. I love old cars.
No, not me. I don't want to have to ever work on the car. So my own car, I don't want to ever have to work on. So I bought a Bentley.
Dreamer.
You bought a new Mercedes because you didn't want to have to work on anything?
Never.
Yeah.
I stick with my Chevy, man. Everybody talks shit about these Chevy trucks. They ain't no good. I just let you guys know I've got a 2018 Chevy Silverado with the active fuel management system or displacement on demand, whatever the heck you want to call it. I change my oil religiously every $5,000. Use full synthetic. I hit 100,000 with it. And the only thing I've had to do to it is put brakes, oil changes on it, and new tires.
Yeah, 6L. Hey, get that thing bulletproof, buddy. She'll be fine. Dave is saying he doesn't use Ford ignition module wrench anymore. Yeah,
I haven't ever since.
Yeah, I got one.
When was the last time you used it?
I can't even tell. Oh, I broke it out. I just did it 6 months ago. I told you. I had to work on a Taurus and I needed it. And I was like,
Yeah.
What the? I was gonna throw
Every
that thing
once in a
away
great
years
while.
ago.
Well, we were talking about that between me and you, weren't we? One
Yeah,
time
I
shooting
showed a picture
messages
of
back
it.
and forth. You know what this is?
That's why I showed a picture of it. I had to use it, and like half the people.
You got two different. You got both styles of it. I have both styles of it too.
What is going on here? Is that you, Turner?
Yep.
Okay. So I had this.
People used to keep that tool along with another ignition module in their glove box.
I've had that truck since 1986, brand new. It still runs to drive. It's what hauls my tools around, and it's got in miles. It's got over 1.3 million miles. So don't ever knock a Chevy, my friends, and that's a diesel.
Hey, no, that's people can knock those 6.5s, but yeah, they can do the work. Bro, Canadian Tire had good tools to the Canadian guy on the video. Yeah. I'm sold on it. It took me a while. I've never been to one, but my buddy Peg, Zip Ties and Bias Supply, said he came down here and he said Harbor Freight was garbage. And that guy buys cheap tools and loves cheap tools. And he said, if you ain't got a Princess Auto or Canadian Tires, he said, you boys are missing out. He said, we lost to Canada over a cheap tool. And when he says that, I believe him, because that guy don't bullshit.
Well, the thing is, with Canadian Tire, you get professional tools with professional warranty for a good price. And the nice thing is, though, is they go on sale for like 60% off once a year. So if you're smart at Canadian Tire, you can get some of the best tools in your life for damn cheap.
I don't buy lifetime warranty. I
don't
buy anything from Canadian Tire.
Holy, look at this guy. Hard Knocks. I'm old enough to remember spending $300 on snappy wrench yet.
This is very expensive little
I'd ever buy. Here, we got a blast from the past here, the OG, Hard Knocks Ford. What'd you say about the little pecker?
I said, if this little pecker doesn't work,
yeah,
then you go to a bigger pecker.
It's kind of funny. That
don't work.
Someone brought it up to me.
She's not happy because that one's short and fat. You give her something fat and long.
Someone brought it up to me. So turn around. So it's kind of funny. You got all these cheap no-name hammers. Then you go and show. Then you go when you go show your carpentry hammer, and they're like the high-end Vaz or stilettos. And it's like, what's going on there? So,
I got a stiletto
because I swing that hammer every day. I'm not swinging my ball peen hammer every day, 14 hours a day. So
I am.
I spend big money on that thing.
I am. You realize the customers I deal with? I'm hitting myself in the head with a freaking dead blow all day long, trying to make something wrong with my cat. But doctor keeps telling me my cat's fine, so I just keep hitting my head.
Like as a mechanic, you can get away with but not having to have premium hammers. But as a carpenter, you're gonna buy the damn best hammer that you can get, man. Something that you're gonna love and be comfortable with. And don't fiberglass. Always get a fiberglass handle. Less vibe than anything else in the world.
I had a guy tell me that he had a smaller pecker than me. I was a little bit.
I would have said, "I'm sorry to be you."
I was a little bit jealous. He actually left a comment on my little pecker short. And I was like, "Bro," "I'm jealous now. You just made me seriously jealous." 650, 1K per month is too much for car and truck. I'd rather have 650K in one car for 4 years. But I just like old cars. Well, someone who knew they'd come out with double box-in 0-degree offset. Yeah, that's true, man. These new tools, when they come out, it definitely takes you up. Now I got the double box direction wrench maximum. Chef Shade Tree told me a long time ago that maximum.
That's the smallest pecker I got.
Yep. Chef Shade Tree told me he's talked about these maximum wrenches for a long time, and now I've got a hankering for them. I will say there ain't a goddamn screwdriver on the market that's going to beat Vessel. I don't care how. For the money, you can't beat it. And I
don't know, man. Those Maxim, the Mastercraft Maxims are pretty nice.
Dude, you cannot beat a
nice.
A JAS screwdriver.
Are they as good as Vessel? I'll actually honestly say no, they're not as good as Vessel, but they're nice. They're nice.
JAS works better on Phillips than Phillips works on Phillips. So that's the problem.
This is the best hammer.
If you don't have any JASs, you need to buy one. I promise you. I'm issuing the Vessel challenge. You spend a little bit on one JIS. A number 2 screwdriver is going to go for a long ways.
No,
You buy one vessel, number
I've
two
got,
screwdriver.
I've got vessels, and that's why I'll say that the
Vessel
Canadian Tire
screwdrivers are
Maximums,
awesome
they're
for the
nice,
money.
but they aren't as nice as the vessels. The
$8,
vessels are far better. But
$8.80. The vessel challenge. $8.80. That's all it takes. That's all you have to spend for one screwdriver to make it a new home. To give a screwdriver a good new home, $8.80. And I promise you, that screwdriver, I'm putting a link in here right now.
This little 16-ounce dead blow is the best on the market produced.
Mine's already all rusted to crap, Dave, and it's only a month old.
What?
Mine's already rusted to crap, and it's a month old.
Well,
not even a month old. It's 2 weeks
in my garage, and I don't do shit with it.
It's 2 weeks old, and it looks ugly and beat up. I don't know.
But you know why it's the best? You got to watch the snap-on video. It's a technology. There's no blockage here.
The shot will go through. Hey,
and then the handle flexes.
Yeah, it's like a golf club swing.
It's worth every bit of the $125 they sell it for.
Our ITC car guy, when you plug in your Radiator Genie Pro, make sure you got your mouthpiece in, because I've already seen a guy knock his teeth out damn near. That thing, that when you shoot air through that, especially you got 150 psi, she will zing back at you. So hang on tight. You're definitely gonna like that. And the Astro Pinless, I don't really have any deal about them. When I was a tech in the field, I made $40K a year with Harbor Freight, insulated set, regular and precision. Take information however you want. Hey man, that's violent. Hey, $8.80. I promise you, you can give a screwdriver a good home, and you will adopt its friends later. I promise you. I've never had a Cripe Distributing shopping cart that didn't have $1,000 at the end of the day, for sure. That is no joke. They still say gear wrench on the package, unless mine's old inventory.
That's the thing is, you'll notice when you go to Canadian Tire, all the gear wrench stuff is the stuff that they're constantly putting on sale every 2 months, because they're trying to liquidate all the gear wrench stuff out. They'll still warranty it with the new brand, because what they're changing their manufacturer to the same manufacturer that makes the Gray Tool Dynamics, because but they still have a lot of the gear wrench stuff. They've got a massive warehouses full of the stuff that they got to liquidate, so you'll be able to buy it forever.
Yeah, Rocker Gillis, you aren't wrong. What they do, 90,000 recalls. I would hate to be a Ford tech and have to deal with all that. Cowtown 30K at 30 years old is worth $700K at retirement. Age invested property, unless you already have more money, then you know what to do. Buy a nice used box for sure. I would say that buying a used box is probably smarter than buying a new one. But if you're wanting to buy it and you want to blow through the experience and if your dealer gives you a good deal, I mean, whatever you want to do, I don't care. Take everybody else's advice. I don't want to give advice on that. I don't even want to talk about people buying toolboxes.
No, only if that same saying worked for women. Buying a used box is better. Trust me.
When I was in high school,
most of the time when you get a woman, you're getting a used box anyway.
Richard Morrison, did you go to DMAC here in Iowa? Are you? Did I forget you're an Iowa guy? I figured out how to search used Cripe, search by brand, not my type. But Chevy is OBS. Yeah, it's live. Hell yeah. Canadian Tires miles are better than Harbor Freight. Plus, we got the comment section just rolling. Never felt. Oh yeah, Martinez hammer. What's the other one?
Martinez hammers, good hammers.
What's the other hammer? Stiletto.
The reason why I prefer the Stiletto over Martinez is because they've got a fiberglass handle.
Really?
Like the fiberglass handle is the best handle. Like the titanium shaft, it actually has as much. It only has like 15% less vibration than a steel hammer.
I stick to what I know. I don't talk about framing stuff. That's your department. I'll take your advice on that, because
he's right. Yeah. I'll take a stiletto over.
I don't know shit about anything.
Right. Like if Martins offered their same hammer with a fiberglass hammer, I'd switch over, because Martins has some really nice patents, but
that's really nice to tell them that, Dave. I got told I got a little pecker, and then fucking Dave got told he got a big
I'm Italian, man. I don't have a small pecker.
I bought like 2K worth of tools of Canadian Tires. Most of the maximum wrench Vadals are rebranded gear wrench. Vessel as legit as it gets. I literally, I don't even. What's that?
That's still a small pecker in my eyes.
That's the Teeny Turner. CP, that's the Teeny Turner, the screwdriver named after me.
For $8.80, you can give a Vessel a home, and then you can help adopt its friends later. Canadian Tire's a massive importer, cheaper to buy from them.
Yeah, when I use this and it doesn't work, I bring out this.
I got 175 psi. ITC car guy, you better hang out with both hands, then, buddy. Lead hammers beat dead blows, but companies don't like to sell them anymore. Trusty Cook used to have service report them on the handles. Yeah. Cook. See if you can come see me. I'll take you to Canadian Tire, the France. Oh, dude, you know what, dude? Look at the picture that Cowtown. I wish I could blow that up. I mean, that's a beautiful picture. I seen the pictures the videos that Peg has. Canada looks awesome. Honestly, Alberta. Like, if we could adopt, why can't we just like adopt Alberta in the United States? Like, bring it in the United States. Like, I think we should just like adopt Alberta in the United States. I think we should steal it. I think we should fight Canada for Alberta.
No, that's the thing. Alberta likes free healthcare, so
Alberta likes free healthcare. Why is that? I thought that was Quebec.
No, you get healthcare all across Canada. It just comes off your taxes.
Oh, that's not good. Well, we get free healthcare here too now. If you don't want to work and you want to, I don't know how I don't know how it works, honestly. No. I have to pay for mine, and I pay $1,200 a month.
No.
So some years boxes come with original owners, tools still in them. Yeah, some years boxes do.
The truth is, you guys all remember the board game Risk, right? Now, a couple of years ago, they made a Risk. I think it was year 3031 or something like that. You look at the world map, and did you know Alberta actually was a country that had consumed almost all of Canada and the United States? So if someone doesn't take over Alberta, eventually they're going to take over the world.
Yeah. I didn't go to. Oh, you live in California. Oh, yeah. Right on, dude. Richard Morrison, you are damn close to me. We could get away.
I miss Alberta.
I want to visit there. I want to go not just to Alberta, but I'd love to go. What's the next Providence next to it?
Saskatchewan or British Columbia? Which one?
British Columbia. Is that where the mountains are?
Yeah, really British Columbia is where the mountains are. British Columbia's got a lot of pretty stuff. It's just I don't recommend people living here.
I heard like what's the one place, Prince Albert or something like that.
I didn't know Cowtown.
We got Hell's Gate. We've got Hell's Gate here and all that stuff.
I didn't know Alberta, Canada. I didn't know Alberta, Canada was rat free.
Yep.
No Democrats live there, eh?
Nope.
No Democrats.
That's why we need to adopt Alberta into the United States. Yes. Sorry. If we could get away from a lot of these rounded fastener stuff, we just went back to square head bolts and hard to round those. Yeah. And you know what we could do also? Small town machine shop. We could actually pick one size fastener or the other. Instead of people using standard metric wrenches on standard fasteners.
Why don't we just go to the metric? Jesus.
Well, dude, I will tell you this much, and this one's going to piss some people off, but I'm going to tell you what, all these guys are talking about Harbor Freight wrenches good, and I watch them out there working on their Fords while they're going, oh, look at this. These things work great on my metric or my standard bolt on my Ford, and it holds the bolt just fine while they're just destroying the head of it. Okay, listen, GMs, Fords, Dodges all have standard fasteners on them still. Believe it or not.
But aren't these the same guys that forget to put wheel cocks behind their tires when they take the drive shaft off in the driveway?
Yeah. Yeah. 51st. Yes. Dude,
That's one thing. Somebody in the Den of Fools said that he doesn't know shit about when he basically said Harbor Freight is going to take down Snap-on.
No,
I love to see when the U.S. military is going to contract Harbor Freight to supply them.
Who's the U.S. military going to buy tools off from?
Harbor Freight, according to him.
Well, here's the thing: is the reason why military does all the contracts with generally American manufacturers to keep them into business. But there's no other tool company that can provide the most American tools. Name a tool company that can provide American tools. That's why we use them. That's why we sell American built stuff to American contractors like that, because they're building American tools. Duh.
I'll tell
Why
you,
would
Snap
we buy
on,
from the foreign countries to
Snap-on,
support our military?
Snap-on will put our asses on back order to supply the American suppliers, the government contracts they have.
Well,
To
let's
make
just
sure they give
what do
them
you
the
what do you
tools
think?
first.
What do you think? What do you
Put
think
us
the
on
Chinese?
national back order.
What do you think the Chinese are going to do if they find out Harbor Freight supplying the American military with tools? Oh, watch this. We'll just make sure all their shit breaks so they can't fix anything.
Exactly.
Duh. I mean, come on now. I mean, yeah, that's awesome.
Some of the shit he said was pretty off the hook.
So bad, not even the rats want to live there.
Oh God, Sergio, you until you live in Alberta, you'll never know. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Even when you're in minus 80, when you're in minus 80 wind chill, you're still standing outside of your porch going, God, that is a beautiful view.
What is that CP you like a Prince Albert? I said I have a Prince Albert, but I was talking about British Columbia.
Turner, where did Kamala Harris?
Prince George.
Where
Prince
did she
George,
grow
I
up
heard,
at?
is a terrible city. That's what I was saying. Not Prince Albert, but I appreciate Chaka Gillis definitely calling me out for Prince Albert. You know, I like Prince Albert in a can, actually, if you want me to get technical. How about that? Tobacco. Breezy, Prince Rupert, Prince George. Prince George was the one I heard was just a British is okay. Just don't go west of Hope. After that, there's no hope. I sold to the Canadian government. Damn, those contracts are lucrative. Just turning in to say hi. Hey, Phil M. Negative 80. Nope. Hey, that's my problem, Sergio. Like, I'm out on that too. America's going to go to China America before they already are. They're buying our farmland.
Turner, are you familiar with where Kamala Harris was raised at in Canada?
India? I don't know.
Canada. No, she was born in the United States. But she spent most of her life in Canada.
She must have came from Quebec.
She came from one of the most wealthy neighborhoods in Canada.
She must have lived in Quebec with her mentality.
Today, listen,
very wealthy neighborhood.
It's negative 50 communist units.
Not middle class neighborhood. They were $1 million homes.
We gotta really shut it down. Fluffy's been on for a minute or so, guys, and I don't like running over on him. But thank everybody for our new members. Shannon Dickerson for Sunny Snack, and we're gonna give Sunny some more snacks from Warren Pito Blanchard. Appreciate you guys for all the love, and what a great chat again. So dinner tools, yeah. No, I don't want to bash on him. I said enough. I don't want to create like a whole bash stream about
dinner tools. Every time he talks about something that's good at Harbor Freight, that reminds me not to buy it.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, it is what it is. I'm tired.
One tool that he reviewed from Harbor Freight.
You take care, and God bless. Always shine on.
It was an honest, good review of it, and it was a titanium 120.
Well, when he said that professional, listen, I don't want to go into a too big deal here. When he said professionals don't know how to use tools, and I understand I didn't watch the whole 40-minute rant because I couldn't stand it after like 5 minutes. But I'm going to tell you this right now, saying that any pro versus some guy that's been on YouTube for 9 years and making up all the BS that he did, I don't even understand what he was talking about half the time. It was just him throwing big words. It was like, what do they call that? A word salad? Just
his science doesn't tell longevity and durability.
Comrade salad.
Well, all I got to say is with every company out there takes suggestions and ideas from mechanics for tools. I don't see them saying like, "Hey, Jeff, can you build us tools because you know everything? Like you should be making this for us." Okay, well, I've already built, designed, and manufactured 12 tools in my life that I know, and I've got 2 tools that are that made well over $2 million. I know that for a fact that I manufacture. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm just saying I know the products that I've designed and built were a good selling product, and customers were happy with them, and a lot of a lot of positive feedback, and they met based off of what people were buying. Now, does that mean I'm the best? No, because you know what? I'm always continuously learning, and I would never take the deal of saying like I'm some sort of god of making tools, or I'm the best at tool reviews, or like I'm not a master. I'm not the best at anything. I'm just an idiot. Okay. And you know what? Even a blind squirrel finds a nut sometimes. So, that's all there is to it, and I listen to people, and I use people's feedback, and I send shit to people. Like I give buddies those shit and let them try it out. And there's probably 45 people that touch my tool before I sell it. That sounded bad.
Yeah, that's okay. My mother is really good at making tools also. She made me, so.
This tool is as old as I am. 1/2-inch drive. 1/2-inch hex. Snap on.
Thank you guys for all your likes, hitting that thumbs up on your way out. Appreciate it.
My old neighbor gave it to me. He said,
we're going over to Fluffy Stream next.
You can't. This tool has never broke on him because he never used it.
So hope you guys have a good night. That's what she said, CP. Yeah. What's up, Alan Kaufman? Hey, buddy. There's another Iowa fella. I do remember him. I got to remember Richard Morrison from Iowa. I haven't been on live stream for so long. I got to come on here more often. It's going to be winter time, so I can hover down. But
yeah, I'll start dragging your ass out.
I appreciate Dave and Turner for coming on the master.
Thanks everybody for joining the chat.
Anybody
that's still interested, we will probably soon jump over to Fluffy Mexicanics chat.
Yep, we're heading over that.
And say anti-Macco stuff on this chat, please.
Waterloo is a shithole, Cowtown. Don't use that as an example.
Jump in and say, "Do you guys hear about Harbor Freight bought Macco tools?"
I heard Harbor Freight bought Kmart. They're gonna do a revamp on Kmart. I heard Harbor Freight bought Salvation Army too. Yes, we'll see you guys later. Thank you once again for everybody. Come on, super chat. Great stream tonight, guys. Knocked it out of the park. We went way longer than I wanted to. So, like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that bell. Keep your hands dirty and your money clean. Thanks for watching.